Hey guys, it's Miniku back with another Red Dead Redemption 2 video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about some of the mysteries in Mount Shan. And before I get into this video, please be sure to drop a like, that would be very much appreciated. And also, if you guys do go ahead and subscribe, you guys can stay tuned for more mystery videos like this. But with that out of the way guys, let's get straight into this video. So in my opinion, Mount Shan is one of the most mysterious places in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you guys make your way over to this area, you should notice a few things that are very mysterious, such as the giant skeleton you can find under the cliff overhang edge. There's also a UFO that spawns at the very top. You can also find some strange rocks at the top up there, and there's also even a panoramic map painting thing on the face of a cliff. And then there's also a cave you guys can go inside. It's quite a massive one. There's even a time traveler that spawns in around this sort of area. So definitely come check this place out if you guys haven't already. There's definitely a lot of Easter eggs and mysterious things around here, and it's probably not even half solved yet. So definitely, like I said, make your way over here. But one of the main things I'm going to cover in this video is the panoramic map. Now, if you guys have never seen this map before, you guys can find it on a frozen couple that is kind of up in the top left corner of the map, sort of where you start off the game. And it's very simple. If you guys make your way over to this little area over here, you should find these people frozen, and then you walk up to them, you can steal this map, and it looks like very similar to the panoramic sort of painting thing on Mount Shan. So as you guys can see here, these two drawings look very similar to each other. They're almost identical, but in fact they're actually quite different. Now if you guys look at it very closely, the one that you get from the frozen people actually have less lines, plus this one also is looking more of an angle kind of across the landscape. And then the one that you see on Mount Shan is more of a top-down view, plus it has more lines. But I did go onto Photoshop to try and pinpoint the point of view of the map that you get from the frozen people, and it turns out the point of view is actually not too far from the Mount Shan painting, and this is very interesting. Now it's not exactly right where it is, it's kind of down the hill from it, and if you guys manage to find it, you guys can see it line up perfectly. And I went on to Photoshop and try to draw out the lines to where the locations are that it's trying to point you to. And one interesting thing I found was that all these lines are pointing to major sort of locations in the storyline, and that is the town of Valentine, the town of Rhodes, the town of Strawberry or Village, the town of Blackwater, and then also the city of Saint Denis. So it's very interesting to see that all these locations are actually quite major locations in the storyline. And actually I try to Photoshop the Mount Shan one over top of it, and it turns out that these lines, the angles are quite different. I managed to try and get one. The angles aren't perfect, but they look very similar, as you can see here. Now there are some lines that go off to weird places. Maybe this is what it's meant to be. Maybe that map that you get from the frozen people is not fully completed. But there's actually two ways you can look at this. Either the map is showing us locations of Easter eggs linked with Mount Shan that could be located in these towns that this map is trying to point us towards. And if you guys do find anything linked with Mount Shan, definitely hit me up on Twitter. My link is in the description below, so definitely hit me up if you guys do find something, because I will feature it in one of my videos. But the other theory that I have is maybe this map is different to most maps in Red Dead Redemption 2, and the location that this map is telling us to go to is actually the point of view where this map is looking from. And this actually makes sense, because if you guys make your way to this area where it's looking from, you guys will find the next clue, which would be the Mount Shan drawing. Now I don't know where it would go from here. Maybe we match this up with like something else that we find, and maybe this would lead us to the treasure. I'm not too sure, but if my second theory is right, then that means that this treasure hunt could possibly be the hardest and most elaborate treasure hunt in this game, which means we could possibly get a massive reward for actually completing this treasure hunt. But speaking of maps and directions, if you guys look closely at the strange rocks on top of Mount Shan, you will find some interesting arrows that point into interesting directions. And if you guys actually follow some of these directions, you can be led towards some interesting places, and you'll find some really strange things there as well. I know at least 2 of these arrows actually point you towards 2 Easter eggs in this game, so definitely come and check it out. Another thing to point out is that some of these arrows actually have different colors. I know there's some red ones, some yellow ones, and some orange ones, I believe. And also, these arrows can be quite hard to see because a lot of them are covered in snow and quite faint. And then also another thing to note out is actually half of this sort of mural thing here is actually got some large rocks with the arrows on it, and the other half doesn't have those rocks. I'm not too sure why. Maybe we actually put the Mount Shan mural or drawing on the other half, and maybe that leads us to some more sort of interesting locations. But if you guys do go ahead and find some interesting things, or if you guys find some sort of Easter egg to do with this, definitely hit me up. Like I said, my Twitter is in the description below, so definitely hit me up and I will feature it in a future video. But that's really it for my video, guys. Hopefully you guys did go ahead and enjoy it. If you guys did, definitely drop a like and also subscribe so you guys can stay tuned for more Red Dead Redemption 2 mystery videos like this. Now with that all said, guys, I will see you guys in my next video.